Are you listening, ladies and gentlemen? Dave's Gone By is back at 8:38 p.m. on this Sunday, June 1st. And if you were listening at the top of the hour, and if you weren't, why weren't you? Was mentioning just a whole lot about the chaos that had happened this week at the radio station with a management change and a lot of shows going out the door, hosts and engineers, and a lot of bad stuff that may right itself at some point, may not. One of the people that I mentioned was a new fella here who had just started his show about a month ago. His name was Israel Crespo. We all called him I called him Iz. I don't know if he liked that or not. And his show.
Of course, I like that.
Oh my gosh, he's here. This is Iz Crespo on the phone.
Dave, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. How you feeling? How you doing, Iz?
I'm hanging in despite what happened over the week. I'm doing fairly well. I'm not used to not being at the station on Sunday nights, but we're all dealing.
Now, your show was called On the Edge, and it had to do, as I said, with sort of human rights and issues, but maybe you could describe it a little bit more succinctly.
Yeah, it is On the Edge, and why it was named On the Edge was, because we're trying to take as many contemporary issues that people don't normally like to speak about and really put them at the forefront. We really try to focus on human rights. Definitely, that was our number one priority, as it was to really talk about youth issues and educating parents and teachers and the community about these issues. And our slogan was, community and communication coming together to foster growth and better community, where we see the change, live the change, and know about the change, and do something with ourselves as constructively and as creative that we can.
So some of the issues that you dealt with over the month that you were here included last week we did Mothers Against Drunk Driving and the driving records, which is unbelievably high. Thankfully here on Long Island, the numbers have gone down in the past 3 years, but unfortunately on a national level they continue to rise. And the number of teens drinking and driving continues to be, it's 25% by the next 5 years. 25% of the driving class, if you will, is going to be at least 21 years of age and younger. Yeah, I really just don't understand that. Folks, if you're listening, I don't care what age you are, you've got to be real careful about that. You don't drink and drive. You drink before you drive. Have 4 or 5 beers, 6 or 7 whiskeys, then get in the car. You can't do it with one hand on the wheel and one on the bottle. Just absolutely wrong.
Absolutely not. We also were talking about hate crimes and the level of the heightened sense of homophobia and anti-Semitism, which continue to be problems both for Nassau and Suffolk County. So we try to address those issues. And we had some entertainers who used their lives to talk about human rights and to make a change and force a change in their own communities. So it was a perfect forum to talk about these issues that people often either neglect or are scared to talk about. So we took that in-your-face approach, and our show this weekend would have been perfect, and it would have probably heaped up a great deal of controversy where teenagers are engaging in risky and promiscuous sexual activities, including oral sex.
Speaking of in your face, yeah.
Yeah. Most definitely. But
well, no, actually, this did sound kind of interesting. So in a nutshell, kind of what you would have done in this show about that is what? We're talking about teenagers 12 to what, 17?
12. Well, it's more. They're starting as young as 5th and 6th grade, believe it or not. And some of the topics we were going to cover is like teenagers use oral sex as a way they perceive them.
Are you on a cell phone? Because it's
yes,
kind
I am. My cousin.
Oh dear.
Hello.
Are you in a car, or where exactly are you? Are you having sex with a minor right now? Because you really can't talk about it unless you do it. It's only fair. Do you have a real telephone somewhere? Ladies and gentlemen, and that's why here's no more show. Okay, sorry about that. If you can call back on a real, actual live telephone that isn't Verizon or Mobelled or anything, even one that has those little holes that you poke your fingers through, when you just go, please do.
Well, that's a shame. And actually, I know I'm making a lot of fun, and Iz's show is a lot more serious than the stuff I do here, and more power to him. And he was telling me, like last week, what the show was going to go into and entail. I mean, there are high schools, apparently, and junior high schools, middle schools, on Long Island where they have these clubs for the purposes of sexual entertainment, where these kids, 12, 13, 14, 15, etc., have sex, oral sex, which I guess in the Clinton era is not considered actual sex, and that's their way of being cool now, as opposed, I guess, to smoking, which is probably still the premier dangerous way of being cool, only it's probably too expensive for teenagers now, or drinking, which can be hard to do during the daytime. So it doesn't take much to go into a small room with another person and get your pants down. So that's kind of, I guess, the new way of proving yourself. And the spread of God knows what diseases are spreading because of this, and who knows how this is going to turn out. And I'm also vamping to hope that is calling back, which I think. Oh, brother. I won't be surprised if Iz's phone line was provided by WGBB Radio. Anyway, if you can't call back, if you can't get on in like the next 5 minutes or so, I want to wish you... Wait. Behold, Iz Crespo, are you back? I've by the way, thank you, Engineer Tom. I haven't mentioned him all. I was going to at the end, but thank you,
Dave,
Engineer Tom, for filling in so well and so...
Dave?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm back.
Welcome back, Iz.
Hi, I'm sorry about that. I went to a low area. I'm actually traveling home from a family event.
No, hold on, dude. Are you driving?
No, I'm on the side of the road on the southern state. I got off the highway, and I'm stopped, and my car is off.
Yes, thank you. Very good boy, Iz Crespo. Thank you very much.
I try to be as innocent and angelic as I can.
Yeah, although you are currently getting head from a 13-year-old, is that correct? That's just the trigus at the bottom of your car.
Actually, what do you call a lesbian dinosaur, Dave?
I don't know. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur, Iz?
Lickalotopus.
Oh, jeez. You know, Tom, the dump button still works. We are on 7-second delay here, or 10-second, or whatever the delay. And what I want folks also to realize is, if you did listen to Iz's show, no offense, Iz, you're up the air now. I can say this. You were kind of grim and serious on the air. You were just reading the thing and like this, and then mothers against all dead kids, and then you would get off the air and you would be like this complete freak, and nobody would get that except the people here. So now you can let your freak flag fly. Let's hear you.
Well, I'm not sure if I don't know if I could say some of the things that I would really have liked to say on my show.
Well, I mean, that dinosaur joke was I wouldn't even make that joke on here, but thank you for doing that.
Oh, well, you're welcome. You know, I might as well get the last licks now, because...
lick being the operative term, yeah.
Yeah, lick being the operative term, of course. But, no, my show was grim and very serious and very... But you know what? No one else had, I guess, the gore, for lack of a better word, to really address these issues. And these are some of the issues...
If only we had the gore in the White House to address it. Well, anyway, yeah.
That's true. We do need gore at the White House, you know. And by the way, as you
Leslie
said...
Gore, not Al. I mean, he was incompetent too, but Leslie Gore, sorry.
Yeah. But like you were saying before, I mean, most people do believe we're still in the Clinton era, because some people don't think that oral sex... I mean, come on. If you're getting it on and it's oral, I mean, you can contract an STD or an STI or with being in a sexually...
I'm sorry, what's an STI?
STI is a sexually transmitted infection versus a sexually transmitted disease.
Got it.
Infections you can fight, diseases you really can't. And that's including HIV. I mean, God forbid, you're getting some oral action there, and someone has a cut in their mouth and they happen to be HIV positive. It's ridiculous. You run the risk. I mean, the penis, it does have mucous membranes, so there's an easy way to contract AIDS or HIV or any other STI or STD. So it's really crazy. I mean, you could. Some people do not believe that oral sex is sex, but you know what? If you have two organs going and getting at it, and there's an exchange of bodily fluids, I'm sorry, but that's sex.
Well, okay.
Not that I don't get enough of it, but...
Thank you for sharing.
Well, see, you wanted the real me to come out.
Well, not in that way, but anyway, thank you. So are you getting any Iz Crespo? No.
No,
go ahead,
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Let me ask you before I've got to let you go. And I'm also hoping that either that Don Lewis will call in from Entertainment Long Island. If he might have a fare or someone he's taking somewhere. But if he isn't, then he can get to us in like the next 5 minutes. I'd love to get him on the air too. But what are you going to be up to in the weeks ahead, the months ahead?
I'm going to still actively pursue On the Edge and see where else I can be picked up, and being picked up meaning the show, not being picked up on the street as I'm parked here.
Yeah.
But
you wouldn't mind, Ooga. Yeah.
Hey, only you would know that, Dave.
Thank you.
Because Dave's gone by. But anyway.
No, it's BY. It's BY, dude.
No, it's BI. No, but no, I'm going to continue pursuing my topics. I mean, I work for Bias Help of Long Island. Where
I'm sorry, you work for whom?
Bias Help of Long Island, where we deal with hate crime victims and issues of discrimination and HIV and AIDS and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to do my work, pursue my master's degree.
Where? What?
Well, I'm contemplating my master's degree at Columbia or back at my alma mater at Fordham University.
My wife's a PhD soon to be at Fordham, and also student teaching there. So yeah.
Well, she must be just as fabulous as I am, then.
Yeah.
Perhaps more.
A little better in bed, but we'll get to that later.
Anyway. Hey, you haven't tried me yet, so you can't compare.
The truth comes out, so now everybody knows. All right.
Exactly.
But one day is.
But one. No.
If you ever want to be on my show again, yeah. Anyway. Okay. So what else do you want to? I've got about a minute and a half, 2 more minutes in this segment. What do you want to tell the people? You can even be serious if you want to.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, we lost a great deal of creative, energetic, and really passionate and dedicated people to issues and shows. I mean, Joe Salzone live.
That's actually sticking around, by the way.
Joe's
going to be on Saturdays, 7:30. He's actually going to be doing more at the station now than he was, 48 hours ago. So.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
Unfortunately, then I just probably got, canned and.
Well, because you were terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I must have been telling the truth, goddammit, because someone had it out for somebody else. And when a lot of people, when you do tell them the truth, they don't like it. So whatever. I can go elsewhere where my work will be appreciated. But if the station would invite me back, I would be more than happy to do so, only because I am passionate about the issues. And Dave, if you're going to stick around, your show is great. It's great comic relief. Seriously.
Thank you.
And if the people don't, if anyone would have the opportunity to meet Dave, he's not bi, that's number one, but he's great. He has a great sense of humor, and I wish Dave's Gone By, the show, of course, the best of luck, and I give you my blessings.
What?
And we'll stick around.
We'll do lunch. We'll do. My gosh!
Lunch. I'll come on the show one day. We'll tell more jokes.
Okay. Good luck to you. Please keep in touch.